if it works at all. Well, usually it draws a little live icon telling me that it's live. So let's see if it's actually on. Am I there? Oh, there I am. Streamed 4 seconds ago. Come on, YouTube. We're live. Difficult to say. Yes, we are live. Okay. Hello, boys and girls. I hope you're all well. I've just patched my sysinfo, sysinfo, whatever you want to call it. I've just patched it so it will run now without crashing the system. So I thought I'd just do a few little benchmarks before I start doing any speed tests or anything funky. So, okay. So we'll just, everyone's familiar with this who owns an Amiga, I'm sure. Originally by, excuse me, Nick Wilson. And this used to be on the cover of magazines back in the day. But this is version 4, it's been taken over by some German guys. You can see the website at the top corner. But anyway, we'll do some drive speeds. This is with my Fuji CF card under FFS. Don't expect anything exciting. But there we go. Excuse me, 2.9. And we'll just do the CF while we're here. 3.2. So that's okay. This is without doing any patching of the IDE with the beta software, which I'll probably do as the week goes on. I won't be doing it tonight. So we'll do a 120. Okay. Right, speed. So there we go. We've got 104 MIPS, thereabouts. 188 times faster than a stock 600, which is pretty impressive. Now, over the years, I've had practically every version of an accelerator for the Amiga, whether it be for an A1000, an A500, 2000, 3000, 4000, and as the years have gone by, even 600s. But I've never seen anything as fast as this, apart from a newer Vampire, obviously. But a 68060 will not be anywhere near as quick as this. I know people will say, oh, I've got a 68060 and it runs at 100 megahertz and it's almost as fast as that. Well, yeah, okay. Well, it's not. But anyway. So that is the Vampire Gold Core 2. Now mine is an early version Vampire for the 600. I bought mine probably, it's getting on for a year ago now. They've improved quite a bit with the newer versions. I think the A500 version may well be quite a bit quicker. But it depends on the Altera chips used. I think they have different revisions of the chips. But anyway. This is mine, and this is what it does. Now, this is the standard Gold Core 2. I have flashed it, or updated it rather, with the IDE information, the updated IDE. It doesn't make much difference. Excuse me. It doesn't make much difference on my Amiga. But for the sake of clarity, I can show you guys. I'll run it now with the APO command. Like I say, it's this CF card I have in here is not the best. It's a little bit flaky, but anyway, that's the sys speed. sysinfo rather. So we'll just go back over to Workbench. Do you need to see the yeah. A500, 600, 1000, 2000. Yes, it is. Let's see what sys speed says. Okay, 95 MIPS, which is pretty much what I'd expect. Picasso 96, okay. Alright, fair enough. Fair enough. So that's SYS sysinfo. What was I going to do? Oh, APOC. I've copied APOC into C drive, so it's assigned, so I can just type it in. So if I type in the standard speed, which it is now, which is basically off. APOC. Oh, there's APOC. Where did I just get sysinfo from? Oh, there we go, sysinfo. So we'll run APOC, which I believe was a Commodore tool, but it didn't work, and the Apollo guys have fiddled about with it, and now it does. So if anyone knows better, they can correct me, by all means. So what we'll do is the standard set speed, which is that. I think, have I typed it right? I think I have. APOC. So we should get no improvement in speed at all from the IDE. Flick over to ECS. Not that speed drives. And speed. So it should be exactly the same as it was before. 2934, which it is. It's exactly that figure every single time. That was short. What was short? Glenson, that was short. What was? So the speed is 2934447, which is fair enough. So I'll exit that. I'll exit this. We should go back to Workbench if I press the right button. Hello Workbench. Okay, there we are. So we're back into Workbench. So if I APOC again. Come on Amiga, wake up. So we'll APOC again. The same part of the address, but the medium speed for the Amiga is 8788. Oh no, that's not 88. 88. So this should set the IDE speed to a medium speed. Now if I typed in 8754, that would set the IDE to fast. Now I've already tried this and I know what happens, so well, you'll see. So this is set to a medium speed now, and the IDE speed should theoretically run at something like between 4 and 5 as opposed to whatever it is now, 2.9. So we'll poke that. Now what you find is the machine will lock up. Well, perhaps it won't. Or has it? Might have locked up now. Yeah, it's locked up now. Okay. So that didn't work. So what I will do is I'll try the faster speed just for the novelty value. But obviously if that doesn't work, then this doesn't work. But I've ordered a new CF card. It should be appearing, I don't know, very shortly. Come on Amiga, reboot. The stream will come back. It's because I've powered down the Amiga. Sorry guys, I've powered off the Amiga, so the stream just went off for a second. Yeah, so clearly it won't take anything faster than stock on this particular Amiga. In this setup at this time, in these weather conditions with the clouds in the formation that they're in now. I'm not sure if there's any point at all to running a faster APOC, but what the hell. I'm not sure if I've tried it. Oh yeah, that's right. Oop. 1020 10202 8754. Now this should be the fast speed for the IDE with the new beta software, it won't work, I'm sure. And if the Amiga won't reset, I shall have to power it off and back on again, so we'll lose live feed for a second. So if that happens, you know why. So that's that pressed. Let's see how long it takes to freeze. If it freezes at all. It might purely be that it won't freeze until I access the hard drive. Yeah, there we go. As soon as you access the hard drive, it locks up, which is fine, because it's trying to access the IDE. Perhaps buffers or something else has some correlation with it. I don't know. I shall have to speak to the Apollo team and find out exactly what's going on. I don't know what's going on, obviously. I'll reboot it, see if it works. No, it won't reboot, because presumably the ID is still set, is it? I'll power it. And we're back in the room. And it's forgotten where the SD card is. The CF rather. Come on, wake up. Oh, there we go. So we're back up now. It will be back to a standard speed because I've powered down the machine and back up again. So it should be completely back to normal. Can't give us a clue. What are you doing? Oh yeah, okay. So we'll do a speed test again, just for the just because we can. Now that I've patched sysinfo, usually it'd reboot about now, because it's there's no FPU, and sysinfo is looking for an FPU. There's some sort of bug in it or problem when it can't find one. Yeah, it throws a bit of a wobbly, but that's okay. So that's that. Let's go back to drives. So this should be back to standard. Nothing's changed. And there you go. 2934447. If you were using the stock A600 with the 68,000, I think you get something like 1200, do you? Or 1000, there and thereabouts. I know that my Amiga 2000 with a SD2 with a SCSI 2SD clocks in at just under 0.9, so it's a little bit leisurely. So we're almost at 3 there, which is pretty damn good. 128 meg, 1 meg chip, because my chip, my chip memory card's packed in, which is a bit irritating, but there you go. No auto config because there isn't one. Print. I've got a Commodore printer. I should try that one day. See what it does. But anyway, that was all I wanted to show you. This is before I get another CF card and do some more testing at the weekend. So we've got a sort of a before and after comparison. So once again, A500, 600, 2000, 68040, 319 megahertz, no FPU. ECS OS2, OS2? Alright, if you say so. Picasso 96, yeah. Yeah, alright, shut up. So we're getting 95 on the drive. I've never used this for drives, so I don't know. Oh, right, okay. Don't be irritating. Comparison. Let's do a comparison. Me 95, A2000 040 22, A2000 060 66. Yeah, 66 is about right. PPC, well, it's the same 060, so it makes no difference. A4000, just the same. Compact what? Oh, compare. I thought it said compact. Oh, it's comparing with the compact PC. Graphics. Dare I press that? Will it go? Oh, it's doing it. Okay. Perhaps I shouldn't have pressed that. Me 4. Look at that bad boy go. Rectangle fill. Shouldn't be drawing all these things. Oh, you probably are. Be on the other screen. Will it be on the other screen? Let me look. What's the normal screen do? Oh yeah, there we go. I knew I'd seen this before. So it's doing it in ECS. I was kind of hoping to do it in Picasso mode, but not that it matters. Can I get out of this? Doesn't look like it. So I'm afraid you sat looking at this for a moment. I might as well flick it back to some pretty colours. Look at that ECS screen go, 16 colours. Beautiful. Oh, just as I've clicked on it, it's gone off. Contrary Mary. Okay. Be a lot easier if that bloody HDMI box weren't there. Nap off. What's the comparisons then? Do we get a total? Not really. It's comparing an age. Oh no, 80,000's why did it fill all these in then? Oh, it's memory cache. Drive. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Drive. What did I click? Graphics. Oh yeah, that's fine. I remember now. Stupider. What does high do? Oh yeah. Preferences. Screen mode. Ah, we can do nice screen modes. Let's do a nice screen mode. What will that do for graphics then? Should go like stink on him. "16 colours. Look at that, beautiful. I don't think I've ever run this on Amiga before in RTG. In fact, I know I haven't. Didn't know it could do it. This is exciting, folks. Not really. I expect big numbers here. Look at that, beautiful. If it don't go forevermore, I'll have an epileptic fit. Now what? Oh, 256 colours. Oh, lovely. It's cycling through. Well, I've never done a vampire test before on the graphics speed, so it'll be quite interesting to see how it compares. I'm not sure where its base mark is for comparing. Because the Amiga, what did the Amiga have? Picasso 2? No, not Picasso. Picasso 96 drivers. It had the the Picasso 2 boards, didn't it? Which was Zorro. The Picasso 3, which was Zorro. Don't remember Picasso 1 ever being about. Then it had the Voodoo 3. 3000 PCI thing. And then there was the Opel cars. There was lots of cars, weren't there? Have you finished? Let's have a look. U 27,791 compared to an A 2000 2300. Now that's quite a bit of difference. An A 2000 060 is 23,000 and we can do 27. Does the PPC compare? So a PPC can only do 25 and we can do 27. So we're faster than the PPC. That's alright then. Look, get off, I'm reading. Compare. Alright. Area fill 256 colours, 1250 as opposed to a PPC which is 347. What's an 060C then? 9451. What does that mean? Don't know. Don't know what that means. Those preferences, we'll save those. Alright, okay. Well, one day I'll set that up properly, but for now, That'll do. But I just wanted to do a drive test mainly, just to see what the difference will be from when I start doing the ID test when my new CF card comes. It may be that it's just the Amiga 500 the Amiga 600 itself, which won't tolerate faster speeds. This is actually an A300 motherboard, so it's version 1, if you like, of the A600. It should have been the cost-reduced A500, which costs more to produce than the 500. So they quickly changed the name to A600. If it gives me problems and I can't get any better IDE speeds, I have 2 or 3 other A600s kicking about. So I'll probably rob the board out of them and try those and find out which one's best. I don't know. There are quite a few variations of the 600, as they are the A1200. And, well, all the boards really. 500s, all of them. They all have many revisions. I don't know what the differences were with the 600s. I know they did all kinds of changes for CPU on the A2000 and 500 boards, because the 680 was bought in from Motorola, and they had issues with it. But I think that'll do for now. I don't know if you all know how to patch bloody whatever it's called, sysinfo. But I'll quickly show you if you've got a Vampire and you can't get sysinfo going. Download spatch for a start, which is none of them. Download. I don't know why it won't. Look, just clean up and be nice. There should be a folder in here, if you've got better eyes than me, that says sys and patch. Okay, so you need spatcher, which is there. It's all on Aminet. Yeah. You click on spatcher. You've got input, output, and patch file. This is what threw me at first, because I didn't know it was a GUI. I thought it was a command line. So I typed it in the command line. It didn't seem to like that very much. But what you do is the input file. For a start, you need to drag all the files into here. So I've downloaded sysinfo 4 into that folder for the spatcher folder. I've also dragged over the patch file, which allows it to run properly with the FPU missing. So all you do is your input file is the original file, so you say sysinfo. Ignore all that nonsense. Patch file. Add the patch file, and then it will call it sysinfo.new, and you say patch. I'll not do it, I've already done it. You say patch, it don't do anything for a few seconds. You get no okay thanks or well done or thumbs up or not. Or you might get a noise, I don't know, I've got the volume turned down. Perhaps you get a ding, I don't know. But when you open your there you go, when you open the spatcher, usually it will say sysinfo patched, and that'll be it. That's the new one. I don't know if it runs if it's got patch written after it, does it? Let's try it. I deleted the dot patched. Oh yeah, it does, it works just the same. That's okay then. Let's try it. Usually it would reboot there if you hadn't patched it. But there you go, it works fine. So it does work with the dot patched after it, so that's okay. So that's that. Come back workbench, there you go. So like I say, I'll do some more IDE tests later in the week as my new CF card comes. I'll probably, I don't know if I'll do a live stream or a proper video, we'll see. But anyway, that's it for now, boys and girls. I shall see you later. Thank you very much, and see you in the next video.